this game. I should have played arcade mode instead of the story.
Amazing, Sensei! Keep that up and zoom on ahead!
Is there going to be another 40 minutes of story until the next 2-minute fight? Because that's crazy.
Ahead? You're gonna continue with this?
Oh.
Teddy, about Nanako.
Like, I don't mind Persona story, but let's get on with it.
I don't want to spoil the surprise. If you want to find out, you'll have to get to me.
At least it make it like fucking 2 out of 3.
I can't say why, but I think you should hurry.
Oh, man. The monitor shuts off. I still haven't learned anything about Nanako, but they did seem to have been expecting me to ask about her. I don't want to think about what Nanako really may be here. The moment the monitor turned off, the students began to leave like waves in the receding tide. No, they don't look like students anymore. There's something inhuman, just taking the shapes of students. I was too focused on the fight to notice, but it seemed their true forms are coming through. They looked like silhouettes. Could they be shadows? Even so, I don't sense any hostility from them. Well, if they're not a threat and they're going away, there's no need to chase after them. Besides, there's something more important to do right now.
Yosuke, are you alright?
I'll walk towards where Yosuke lies, collapse on the ground, give my hand to him to help him up.
Ow! Couldn't you hold back a little? I seriously thought you were gonna kill me.
The same went for you. I wouldn't have stood a chance if I held back on you.
Yosuke grimaces in pain as he stands, but he doesn't seem to have suffered any severe injuries. That's good. I knew I couldn't risk going easy on him, so I was a little worried that I'd actually hurt him. But once we get a good look at each other, Yosuke's demeanor suddenly changes.
Anyway, that aside, shut up about the nurses already. It's not like that's the only thing I ever think about.
What the fuck?
What's this about nurses?
Huh? You were harping on it the whole time. How can you stand there and constantly bash my taste in women with a straight face?
What the hell's going on now?
Is it such a crime to like nurses?
Wait a second.
I don't understand why he's suddenly angry, but he's not making any sense at all. I tell Yosuke to calm down. We go over what he thought had happened before the fight. We learned that our memories of what each of us had been saying didn't match at all. According to Yosuke, it seemed that I'd been, well, teasing him about his taste in women. Yosuke was so heated up over what I'd supposedly said that he always went into graphic detail, but I stopped it before things went too far. And really, it's best for both of us if we'd pretended this never happened. But thanks to our conversation after the battle, I'd come to realize something. If we'd been hearing each other say things neither of us had been meaning to say, then...
Yosuke, let me ask you something. Is it true that Nanako is here in this world?
She is?
Yosuke's at a loss for words. He had no idea what I was talking about. It's just as I thought. Yosuke doesn't know anything about Nanako. If that's true, then what I had heard Yosuke saying before the fight was something that Yosuke couldn't possibly have said. This only makes me more convinced that I had the right idea. What I heard wasn't what Yosuke had meant to say. I don't know how, but something else had made Yosuke say those words, even if he didn't know what he was... even if he didn't know he was saying them. That reminds me. Teddy on the screen had said that I needed to get to him if I wanted to find out the truth. Does that mean that Teddy had done this to us?
I guess there's no choice but to keep going.
Nanako's good friends with Teddy. I don't want to imagine it happening, but if Teddy wanted to kidnap Nanako, certainly possibly could have. I want to go home at once and check to make sure she's okay, but I have no idea where I am. Even worse, Teddy holds the means of returning to the real world. There's no way out of here unless I find Teddy on my own.
Off?
Yeah.
Well, be careful.
Be careful, I'm worried about you, do your best. I sense a lot of emotions behind those words. Yes, I know that now I'm hearing the real Yosuke. I take Yosuke's cheering me on to heart, and I leave the music room. Teddy had said that only the winner could go on in this tournament. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's probably not a lie. Yosuke understands that as well, so he trusts me to sort it all out and lets me go without much talk. He's frustrated that he can't help me out. I could be jumping to conclusions there. After all, Teddy did say that was a rule, but we don't have any proof either way. Well, might as well see what he meant by that. I stop walking and turn back to Yosuke.
One last thing. About those nurses.
Ah, quit it already! Are you out of your mind again?
Yosuke turns bright red and rushes towards me, flailing wildly in an attempt to stop me from finishing. And... well then! There's a painful sounding noise as he runs into something invisible and slowly slides to the floor.
What is this?
So there's an invisible wall. Looks like the loser can't leave the room.
That was his way of testing. Looks like there's some force that prevents the loser from leaving the area where the fight took place. It's like that every time one of these battles happens, the winner will get sorted out this way. That's
I see how
annoying.
it works now. Thanks.
If Teddy really has kidnapped Nanako, there's no time to lose.
Don't use me as your guinea pig. Wait, that's it? Hey, don't wear yourself out, all right?
I turn away as Yosuke shouts at me. Not to worry, Yosuke, I give him a quick smile before leaving the area for real this time. After that moment, I feel a wave of disorientation crash over me. I'm surprised that this is happening without warning, but it's not a threat. After all, I know this feeling all too well. To the Velvet Room, right? Oh my god, this is... I have iron lungs after this.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Oh man. I'd believe in the music room, but now I'm sitting in the Velvet Room for some reason. Margaret greets me with her usual smile. This room truly is a mystery. Why would she summon me like this? Margaret sees my suspicious expression and speaks up.
Things have only just begun, and yet you already seem tired. The misfortune that has befallen you can be thought of as a sort of trial.
A trial?
I want to know the details behind her words, but I know that she won't answer me even if I ask. The inhabitants of the Velvet Room never really reveal everything. That's because they can only watch over the choices their guests make. Margaret's smile broadens when she sees that I don't intend to ask her anything.
Indeed. I am an observer on your journey. I would do nothing so thoughtless as to force you to make choices. You do not need such provocations. I already know that you shine brilliantly enough.
This shine she speaks of? Could it be my ability to use personas?
Yes, that is part of your brilliance. Personas are masks of resolution, strengthened by controlling one's heart, by forming bonds. You understand this well, don't you?
Yeah, that's how we all fought up till now.
Yes, indeed. But one's heart is intangible. It cannot be seen and cannot be felt. When polished, it releases a strong light unlike anything else. But it can also be clouded by trivial things. Have you ever felt that way?
What the fuck was the question?
You may be more conscious of that fact than most, because you hold the power of the wild card.
Okay, Margaret's voice fades away as she answers me.
From here on, you will be forced to re-examine the things you know as bonds. How will you face the changes to come, and what choices will you make?
Oh my goodness. Okay, at least maybe it'll speed up now. Open my eyes again, I'm in the school's hallway. I turn around to see the door to the music room is closed behind me. Was I only summoned to the Velvet Room in spirit? There's no way for me to figure out what just happened, but I think back on what Margaret had told me.
Changes, huh?
Even though the people of the Velvet Room avoid saying much, what little they do say always has meaning. Well, it's true that Margaret has said some strange things while I've known her. But she's never said anything meaningless while on duty. I would assume that this would be the case now. I may have to keep her words to heart. Might as well. Just rotate over 3 bookmarks. Actually, I don't really need to rotate now. Fuck it. 5. Don't give a shit. Okay. In any case, I need to concentrate on this case for now. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning behind what she said when the time comes. I must proceed. Though this bizarre place looks nothing like Yasukami High I intended, the building seems strangely familiar as I run through it. Teddy had appeared on the monitor in the music room. From the looks of things, he appeared to be behind what's happening. But I heard Rizei's voice over the school's PA system before my fight with Yosuke. If this school works anything like the real one, I can make a good guess as to where Teddy and Rizei are.
It might be the announcement room.
But of course, things aren't that easy. Those invisible walls keep getting in my way wherever I go. It seems that some of these walls don't let anybody through, no matter if they've won or lost their fights. Every single time I run into one, I'm forced to take another path. It's like my route is always set
I feel
for me.
like I'm being led somewhere.
I stopped for a moment in the hallway out of the practice building and muttered to myself while I take a look around. Who is... No. Where are they trying to lead me? At that moment...
You there? You're one of them participants in that there Grand Prix thing, right?
Who the fuck is this? A voice I don't recognize at all breaks me from my revere. I instinctively jump back and drop my sword in surprise.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's
Oh.
the big idea? You could poke someone's eye out swinging that thing around.
I turn around to see a girl I've never seen before. Was she part of that crowd? No, she looks like a real person. She was caught by surprise when I suddenly pointed my weapon at her. Although she flinches, her words don't lose any of their intensity. How bold of her. That may seem like an odd thing to say, but it's what suddenly crossed my mind. But this girl doesn't seem to have any intention of attacking me. I sheath my sword but remain cautious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it. What were you gonna do if you hurt one of the students here, huh?
One of the
You
students?
can't go pulling that stuff without student council approval.
Uh-huh.
All right, the jig is up. I'm putting the kibosh on this tournament right now.
Sure.
Hey, wait, hold on a second. I'm not in this because I want to be. I'm trying to stop the tournament.
I'm trying to act non-threatening, but the girl continues to glare at me. Who in the world is this girl? She's wearing an Ascami High uniform. She said something about the student council, but I don't recognize her. You don't encounter people here in this world that often. If a person is here, then they're either a Persona user or a...
Why are you here, by the way? Wait, did you fall inside a TV?
That's right. I might have put it a little differently, but if she can't enter a TV herself, the only possibility is that someone threw her in. That was what happened in the murders from last
All
year.
inside a TV. What kind of nonsense is that?
She's not aware of it. But if she was a Persona user, I don't see why she'd hide that fact. If she was trying to keep that from me, then she wouldn't have come to talk to me like this. Does that mean she's a victim after all? I carefully choose my words to avoid provoking the girl and introduce myself.
I'm Yu Narukami. I was a second year at Yasugami High until last year.
Huh? Last year? But that uniform.
Oh no, this is kind of my usual equipment when I'm in the TV world.
Equipment?
Never mind. Forget it.
Well, if you were only around till last year, I ain't gonna blame you for not knowing. I'm the new student council president. Nice meeting you.
What's your name? The student council president. If I remember correctly, the student council elections should have taken place before the holidays. I have no knowledge who won any of those elections since I left Inaba before they took place. That reminds me, I didn't have any friends in the student council last year either. This girl may very well be the president. No reason not to believe her.
Now it's your turn to spill. You said you ain't in the tournament because you want to be. Then what are you doing here? And what's this tournament about in the first place?
I feel that if I don't explain things very clearly to her, it will only provoke her further. But trying to tell her everything about what's going on here will only confuse her. I'll leave out the fact that this place is inside television and tell her about the other things that are going on. First, I tell her about Teddy. A friend of mine is likely the one who set this tournament up. Second, that I encountered some of my friends who were dragged into this as well, but they were acting strangely. And third, that my cousin Nanako, still in elementary school, may have been dragged into this mess. The girl calling herself the student council president seems skeptical when we talk, but eventually she sighs.
So if I got this right, you
Miss
didn't
President.
start this, but your friend did. Well, you don't seem like you're lying.
It seems like she somehow grasped the gist of what I'm trying to say. I thank her out of politeness, but she laughs and asks why I'm thanking her. There's still one more difficult task left at hand. How do I make her understand that all this is within another world, one access by going through a TV screen? She still appears to be energetic, but it doesn't change the fact that she's in danger. I have to get her out of this world no matter what. Where did that sound come from?
That sounded like it came from the gym. I ought to tell you to go home, but I get that you're worried about your sis. Come on, let's go check it out.
We'll start running at the same time. I reach my full running speed when something occurs to me. I'm surprised to see this Miss President keeping pace right beside me. Just standing still in this world would be strenuous for a normal person, but she doesn't seem to be even out of breath. Which is quite impressive. Why is it with these burps all of a sudden? Oh, I'm so gassy. I take a moment to quietly praise the girl running next to me. Ah! Fuck. How the hell am I gonna fucking cut this? Oh boy. We burst into the gym where all the noise is coming from. There's no one here. Instead, we see huge piles of stacked chairs. They're twisted and intertwined everywhere on the open floor of the gym, forming huge towers that reach almost to the ceiling.
What is this? Who'd go to all this trouble?
The girl stares up at the chair, seemingly dumbfounded. Suddenly, the monitor in the gym flickers to life. And, as I expected, Teddy appears again in that costume.
Oh, are you on a hot date, Sensei? Well, that's fine with me, of course. But shouldn't you keep your mind on the fighting? Whoa, you look so mortified. That's the face I was hoping to see.
He's not saying anything completely straight. Oh, sorry for the yawn. But he's obviously hinting that he knows I'm worried about Nanako. I know that saving Nanako is important, but I can't leave Miss President here alone and abandon her to this world either. Still, I feel that Teddy's words causing me to doubt myself. The Miss President raises her voice.
Hey, you! You're the ringleader of this mess, aren't you? What's the idea? Raising a ruckus like this without running it by the student council? Pack it in and clean all this up already.
She speaks as fast and clearly as she had when I first met her. After getting a clear look at her field, I've come to realize where she gets her courage from. She truly wishes to protect her school. Wow. Okay, that's... alright. Her strong awareness of her duties surpassing her fear. But Teddy on the monitor looks annoyed and sneers at Miss President. It's incredibly detestable. I can't believe that Teddy can even make such a malicious expression.
What's that tiny thing? I'm in the middle of an important conversation with Sensei. A yappy little mutt like you should be muzzled and sit in the corner. Sit, puppy, sit.
He has absolutely no intent of dealing with her seriously. Miss President turns bright red in humiliation from being brushed off like that. This is enough. I take a step forward to put myself between the monitor and Miss President. Oh, leave this to me.
I'll take it from here. It's all right. There's nothing to worry about.
Miss President's lips are trembling. She must be angry that there's nothing she can do herself. I don't want to let those feelings continue, so I turn to face Teddy on the monitor.
That was pretty harsh, Teddy. Hard to believe a womanizer like you would say such things.
What's so attractive about a shameless liar like her?
Liar? You know something about her?
The way you said that makes it sound as if there's some history between the two of them. But as usual, he doesn't bother to give any details in his answer.
Sensei, your opponent's getting tired of waiting for you. With the next challenger, come on down!
Who is that? After that line, another cloud of smoke rises from the floor, but this time it's Yukiko who appears. No, I can't! No!
Goodness, you're safe.
Oh, I can't do this.
What's the matter?
It's nothing. Are you all right? Has anything odd happened to you?
What? No, I don't think so.
Oh no, I don't want to fight Yukiko. Oh! Kiko seems alarmed to see me in a defensive posture. I feel my shoulders relax in relief as I shift my weight to stand normally. Seems like she hasn't been affected like Yosuke had. I didn't think that'd be that tense though. Now that's the Yukiko I remember. She's as sharp as always, exactly when we need her. If she's not being confused, then I can immediately ask her for help. I try to explain what I need from her.
Be in here. I'm heading to the announcement room where Teddy is. I need you to protect this girl from me. She might be a victim of all this.
I motion towards Miss President standing next to me. Yukiko looks at me in surprise. I don't blame her though. But what Yukiko said next was even more surprising.
Why do I have to do that? It's not like I know her or anything.
Oh, god damn it. I'm not going to help her because I don't know her? Is that really what she's saying? I can understand that she might be cautious when meeting someone for the first time, but would Yukiko really think that way? It's gotta be the same as with Yosuke, the same uncanny sense of wrongness that is coming back to me when I hear Yukiko speak.
Yukiko, not you too. Calm down and listen to me. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? I can hear you clearly. What did you mean by you too?
When I try to question her, Yukiko's expression turns to normal. I can't tell anymore. She doesn't look like she's being controlled by someone. Am I overthinking this too much? At the very least, she doesn't seem enthusiastic about this P1 Grand Prix.
This is probably a trick the enemy is playing on us. They're trying to get us to fight each other. I'll say it one more time, Yukiko. I'd like you to protect this girl for me.
Sorry, but, I don't know how to put this. It just feels like you're being really selfish.
What?
You always help people who have nothing to do with you, and I admire that. But where does that leave us? It's always your friends who get put in danger because of your self-centeredness.
What? I'm used to hearing her voice, but her words are scathing. I'm convinced now. There's no obvious change in her attitude like there had been with Yosuke, but something must be warping Yukiko's words too. Her words may seem like a sound argument, but she means something else. I don't care if it's someone who isn't related to me who gets hurt. That's definitely not something Yukiko would say. The real Yukiko would never say something that disrespects the value of a life in that way. Don't be deluded. Whatever happens to Yosuke has happened to Yukiko too. I don't understand the details, but Yukiko hasn't had a complete change of heart.
What the? You could?
I draw my sword and Miss President quickly tries to stop me. But I can't answer her right now. The battle will clear up this pointless misunderstanding between us, and the time to fight is now.
Ooh, now that's our senpai. You'll show no mercy, not even to a girl if it's for your own goals. You're a real bastard with a sister complex. Keep it up and bring them all down.
Fuck you, Rize. I ignore the taunts that being delivered in Rize's voice. Even if our words aren't getting through to each other, and we have to fight without understanding what's going on, we'll come to an understanding later. I have to believe, both myself and my friends. I hold my sword to the side to protect Miss President, who's standing beside me.
Sorry, but you need to stay back. Whatever you see here, try to stay calm. Promise me you won't run away.
What happens next will probably surprise her greatly, but I doubt Miss President will run away. She's already shown me how strong her determination is. I glance over my shoulder. Although she looks worried, she still gives me a slight nod of agreement. Now, time to do this. I must end this as quickly as possible. I don't want to fight Yukiko! I concentrate all my senses to summon my strength of heart. My persona is Anagi. If I allow myself to go easy on Yukiko, she'll surely defeat me. Yukiko smiles faintly and takes her battle stance. She resisted the idea of protecting Miss President, but she seems to have no qualms whatsoever about fighting me. There's definitely something else controlling her.
Come, Konohana Sakuya.
Yukiko's black hair forms graceful arcs in the air as her persona, Konohana Sakuya, rises behind her. That's right. Usually Yukiko should have a beautiful heart like this. Wait for me. I will save you! Oh! Oh, let me do another 2-minute round here. Here, I will... God, fucking damn it. How many scenes are there? Because holy fuck. This is a lot of talking. I'm gonna have to take a break after this. This is gonna be the end of the session. It'll be like 2 fucking parts. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. Alright, I'm ready though. I'm ready. Okay. Ah, fuck. Ah! Oh, that was a good combo. Ah! Oh, look at that! Sweet! Oh, get the autos. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit. There. It's caught. Ah! Ha ha ha! Oh, that was it.